Is it this one? I don't remember. TV. Oh. No. Not this one, the other one. The next one. The uninvited. It would be nice and put them. We returned to the bus after dispatching the Kurokumo clan members that attacked the bus. Only to be greeted by an unfamiliar face. That's too loud. There was a woman sitting in the frontmost seat of our bus. Interesting guide. I believe that we've both made it quite clear that no guests are to board the bus without prior consultation. That discussion was not even an hour ago, in fact.
Yes, we did. No outsiders, to be exact. Isn't it clear as day as who she is?
I noticed that she was wearing a familiar uniform with the logo CLEAR emblazoned on her chest. Are you from the LCCB? LCCA, the after team manager clock. Right. I could see that she was wearing a rat emblem on her shoulder. Huh? Wait. Can she hear what you're saying? Exactly what? No, I don't have any talent in TikTok interpretation either, but it was pretty easy to tell with that blank, stupid look they were giving me. Don't you even have the common decency to mind your... Ishmael scowled, about to tell the woman off, until she coughed and collected herself. Maybe she suddenly recalled her old attitude. I am Team Leader Cayman. Limbus Company Clearance After Team, Normal Operations Unit 2. I don't think I've ever seen anyone from the After Team in person. Ha! Of course not. All that them blokes do is sweeping in to pick up the spoils after we've done all the hard work. Let me set some things straight. Backstreet's mutt. What? The after team is charged with cleaning up the mess you ungrateful wastes of life leave behind. Sweeping in to pick up the spoils? No. We do have very difficult work of sweeping your stinking shit under the rug. Wasters of life? Is that how you guys see us? Oh, that's not all. Wastes of life, bumper cars, the most expensive bus in the world, meat shields, maniacs with more luck than they deserve, and then some. Doesn't seem like the most relevant conversation topic for now, though. You better change your tone now. If you give me one reason to, then I will. Unfortunately, this is my personal philosophy to be stubbornly set in my ways unless I'm giving a good reason to change. Sure, it's your job to collect the golden boughs no matter what, but I'm having a lot of trouble scrolling up even an ounce of respect for a group of half-wits idiots who don't give a damn about people who have to clean up after them.
That's enough, Team Leader Cayman.
Very well. I wasn't sent here to reprimand them. I'm here to relay the orders from the head office. Cayman produced an envelope, opened it, and pulled out a paper from within. She began to read it out loud. LCB, additional mission assignment prior to T-Corp Golden Bow retrieval operation. 1. Eliminate and or secure the distortion in the area. 2. Recover the monolith, an artifact in the shape of a black steel stele from the same site. A monolith? What's this now? Distortion? Are you saying that they've already distorted? I don't know. Limbus Company clearance is not a part of this extra operation. I was merely ordered to relay this information to you as I happened to be taking care of some other job at T-Corp. I believe that our one and only mission was to recover the Golden Bows. Since when did it become our job to play errand boys fixers? Since now. Besides, I don't see what the difference is between an average errand boy and your team. All you ever do is picking up and delivering the Golden Bows, no? Right. I guess the after team is full of grouches like you, huh? Rodion grumbled like she was imagining a department full of Caymans. Cayman quietly took a sweep look at the complaining sinners, then approached me. Manager Clock. Yes? Can't hear what you're saying anyway, so just listen. Allow me to kindly explain some things for you and your minions, since all you appear to be so out of the loop. Cayman crossed her arms and leaned against the bus seat as though she was about to start a lecture. LCB's primary objective is to retrieve the Golden Bows. Yes, can't deny that. But parading around telling everyone the Limbus Company specializes in retrieving the Golden Bows would be stupid, don't you agree? And it's not exactly the most lucrative business, if at all. I suppose so. I've been wondering about the company's finances for a while. Where do we even get our fundings from? Well, there is no need for you to concern yourself with the company's finances. We have much more than enough capital to do what we want. What the company really lacks, however, is public standing and a cause. A cause. Limbus Company decided to find our cause in distortions. No significant organization has yet taken charge of managing instances of the distortion phenomenon. Faust told me some time ago that it hasn't been long since the distortion began appearing in the city. Limbus Company is building our reputation as a professional distortion prevention and control company that doubles as a research center for the distortion phenomena, which means that we need to produce real results, in more ways than one, that is. I did hear that this epidemic of distortion phenomena can be pretty annoying to deal with. No one has properly defined what these distortions truly are. This means that not many are willing to jump into dealing with this new phenomenon blind. We did hear that some are preparing to launch an association primarily dealing with distortions, but that's all it is, an association. We intend to deal with it on a corporate level. Right. But how's any of that our business? What reason do we have to go out of our way to tussle with those distortions? Here's how it's your business. The order came all the way from the top, the highest authority of our company. Don't they teach you how to follow orders in the slums? That does it. You're not leaving this bus alive. Manager. Kaiman ignored Heathcliff, who was visibly fuming, and turned to face me. My attitude towards your minions, and the company's attitude toward them, it all depends on the choices you make and your leadership. With that, she produced an envelope from under her arm and handed it over. At the end of the day, though, the choice is yours. Your men aren't completely wrong. If you would like to focus solely on your primary mission, the Golden Bows, then fine. It's not like the company is going to kick you and your meat shields out. But understand that the company's treatment of the sinners may change depending on what you decide to do here. Virgilius listens quietly, his eyes shut. Now then, Redgaze, I will be taking my leave now. Until next time.
Fine. The next time, I'd prefer if you would watch your language. These meat shields are still under my guidance, so try not to disturb me as well.
Well, that depends on what the manager does, doesn't it? Excuse me. She left, leaving nothing but the awkward silence behind. Is she gone? Bloody prick. After that brief moment of quiet, everyone began sighing and complaining as though they'd just been ungagged. Elma burst out a blood vessel listening to all that. I thought I'd soften my temper with age. Still, good work keeping things non-violent, guys. I don't think she said anything wrong, though. I found her manner of speech quite convenient. There was no need to unnecessarily read between the lines. I had little trouble understanding her and organizing my thoughts accordingly. I guess that's one way of looking at things. Anyways, she's right that we really don't have much say in the matter. If the company asks us to do our jobs, we do our jobs. I don't have anything to add myself. I have no issues with following orders. Yeah, I agree with you guys. I tried my best to cheer up the sinners as I opened the envelope she left behind. Not much of note was in there. One old-fashioned walkie-talkie, a bunch of signed and stamped paperwork, and... mission location, Yongji Building.
Let's go, Sharon.
Yongjing? Right, Verg. Got it. I'm feeling it. Bzz, bzz. Here we go. Vroom vroom. Judging by their lack of surprise, both Charon and Virgilius already knew where to go. And the bus took off. Interesting. Alright, that's fair. I mean, not her attitude, but all the rest. Something continued to nag at the back of my mind during the frequent stops and combat encounters. There was this one thing I just could not understand. This is pretty much expected from Virgilius at this point, but if he already knew where we were going and why, would he hurt to tell us for once? I muttered to myself while looking toward the back of the bus where Engdu slept. She was still out cold. Come on, Faust. I legitimately think that this is something we have to talk about. Can you please relay my question to Vergilius? Ha! If you won't do it, then I will. A journey can't always be sunshine and rainbows. Some friction is necessary. You there, guide! Altis relayed my question, then began to share some of her own grievances with Vergilius. A lot of her own grievances.
Are you finished? Well, you're not wrong. I did hear most of the details through the radio. And here's why I didn't tell you in advance. It's because you're the kind of people who never learn until the problem crashes through your front door. Would you have done anything differently if you knew in advance? It'll only serve to give you an excuse to whine about it. So there it is. What now, manager? Will you refuse this mission?
How could I? They're already treating us like dirt. If I refuse this, I can't imagine how much worse it'll get.
I'm sure you're thinking, how could I? And you'd be right.
I can tell from the way he's looking at me that he already knew what I was going to say. I'm starting to wonder if he really can't hear me.
Ah, our guest is awake. You should go and ask her for directions, manager. Charon's intuition can only take us so far.
Again, this would have gone much smoother if we had been told where we were going from the start. But like always, Vergilius felt the need to add comments like that before shutting me down and turning away. He'd already closed his eyes. Allow me to explicate our present circumstances to her. Isang got up with an awkward smile in an attempt to clear the air. After some time, Isang seemed to have successfully explained our circumstances to Engdu. She was standing next to Charon, trying to give her proper directions. Good luck with that! She had also told us that as long as we assisted her with her mission, she wouldn't mind us taking the black snail for ourselves. Turn to the right there. They've already set camp here. There. People dressed in Kurokumo clan's garbs were wandering around the building, standing guard before its entrance. I have to... Mentor Bamboo... Why did he have to be called Bamboo Hatted Kim? Mentor Bamboo Hatted Kim. Delaying further will only allow the distortion to grow more powerful. We must enter the building as soon as possible. Engdu had already leaped out of the bus and was rushing in with her weapon drawn. We quickly followed suit. And fight and fight and fight. Ah, damn it! Looks like this was the last one of them. Ah, the aroma of blood. Some splattered fresh, some old and growing vicious. Heh, I can already tell that there will be a college of different blood splatters waiting for me in there. I am excited to see this collection for myself. This one expresses brutal thoughts, with such nonchalance as one muses about their next meal. Um, Whichever may be the case, the way is open. We must move with haste. Engdu did not hesitate for a second before disappearing into the building's entrance. Man, I'm impressed by her energy. Wasn't she knocked out cold just a few minutes ago? It is sheer willpower that moves her. What other choices does she have when her superior is captured? Huh? From the name alone, I expected Yongjing Building to be much taller than just 6 floors. Building and all. It is a common naming for convention in the back streets. But it is a building! What are you talking about, Honglu? Goddamn, these rich people. I looked up towards the rooftop of the building Honglu was looking at, and suddenly grew curious. What time is it right now? Need a mirror? My head doesn't actually tell time, you know. It is 2:10 in the afternoon. 2 in the afternoon. It's not midday, but it's not supposed to be this dark, is it? How is it this gloomy and dark at 2 in the afternoon? I'm starting to lose my sense of time in here. Seems particularly darker around this area we're in. Well, compared to the Smoke Wars days, it's still bright as a sunny day. I suppose that's true. The back streets of T-Corp are known to be in a perpetual state of murkiness. Their machines ceaselessly discharge heavy plumes of smoke, which cloud the skies. Music is way too loud. Thank you. That and the constant color drainage keeps the back street of T-Corp dark and dreary. Of course, I must also inform you that the conditions have improved somewhat after the smoke war due to the various extenuating prohibitive conditions introduced by the outcome of that war that limits the production of smoke. Before the war, we have no time for idle chatter. Calm now. We hurried towards Engdu's urgent cries. Ah! There were more Blade Lineage bastards left! What the? The lost took them all already. There were nothing but mewling minions. Damn! Don't be dirty to be that savage. They were nothing but mewling minions. The size of their bravado ill-matched their immature skills. They foolishly decided to stand their ground instead of retreating upstairs. An electric buzz of sorts played from the radio I had stashed in my clothes. Is someone calling this radio? The sound became much clearer when I unfolded the antenna from the radio. LCD here. LCD here. Can you hear me? Acknowledge. Come on. The voice coming from the other end of the radio was upbeat, to put it mildly, and very chaotic. Okay. I just have to press this button, right? Well, I'll talk. But it's not like you can hear... They actually TikTok. Got him! Got him! Alright, I called you for a reason. I'm just calling you to relay a message, so don't bother responding, yeah? Okay. We don't have much time, so let me keep it short. Remember that black stele you guys were sent to retrieve? The monolith? I'm picking up a super huge bump in the monolith signal in the area near you. That signal can force people to distort. For your information. Force people to distort? We have to contain it before the seeping signal comes completely out of control, okay? Ah! What the heck is this? Oh, my bad. I've got some stuff going on over here too, you know? Anyway, I gotta keep this short, so let me just emphasize that time is of the essence here. Over and out. The call dropped before any of us even had a chance to say anything. She's pretty lively, huh? We don't have time to sit around dumbfounded, clockhead. Let's crack on. Everyone? I think the elevator's broken. I see that you and your fellows now also have a reason to hurry. I say that we break through their lines and rise through their stairwell. What say you? We don't have a choice. Come on, let's go. I put the radio. I put the radio back in my pocket and began running up the stairs. That's nice. It feels like more of a old boy kind of vibe. Oh man. Whew. Seriously, the stairways is the real challenge, isn't it? Not the Kurokomo clan guys. Curious, is it not? Huh? What is? But they feel the stairway full of weaklings who clearly don't know what they're doing. Perhaps they weren't trying to stop us from going upstairs. Perhaps they were afraid of retreating upstairs. No, it can't be. Aidung's expression darkened. Maybe she had an inkling of a bad omen. I have a bad feeling about it. Dost thou worry for thy mentor? Don Quixote carefully slided to Endu's side with a sympathetic expression. How could I not? What kind of person was Mr. Bamboo-Hatted Kim? Endu appeared conflicted, as though she was having trouble organizing her own thoughts. She shook her head and sighed. He was a steadfast man, protected what needed protecting, killed what needed killing. He was always one of the Blade lineage's finest. I dare say that he was one of the most skilled swordsmen within the lineage. A man of few words who always sought to take good care of those under his wings. If only he hadn't made that decision. My fellows would not have met such a terrible fate. Oh. Sinclair half opened his mouth, apparently curious about what that decision might have been. But he soon realized that this was probably not the time to pry, and quietly closed his mouth. Whichever may be the case, I have no choice but to make haste. Then, we have no choice but to make haste with her. Did we just fight the Pacatula? Yes. Their appearances are rather dissimilar from what we have encountered before. They appear to have grown more acute. Their evolution of each Pacatula. The kind of Pacatula one transforms into depends on the types of scene that one has embodied in life. So it is no surprise that there may be variation of them. But we've never encountered anything like them before. Collecting the golden boughs could have expedited the Pacatula growth process. Those boughs, they really have something to do with everything, huh? Our job is starting to look a lot more serious. Right, that reminds me, these Pacatula are each supposed to represent some kind of sin, right? Sin. My thoughts grew distant all of a sudden. No, The sinners grow distant while my thoughts draw nearer. Their voices grow muffled. Wah, 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 wah. The word sin feels oddly unfamiliar today. It appears that they have lost their senses of self, their original forms now forgotten to oblivion. Self. Aren't distortions kind of similar to that? Some people become distortions and some people become Pacatula. I wonder what the difference is. I think I know. Planted in the hearts of all are seeds with ever-present potential to bloom. Executive Manager? What you say? Fall talked over you, so I couldn't hear. If you would allow me to continue, maintaining the self, even at times of extreme stress, could cause one to evolve into a distortion, and when the light of that day descends upon the hearts of every human, blooming the seeds buried deep within. Manager? If one's beep, 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 devoured by their sins, they are reborn in the form of their image, reflecting the redacted, dreamt by those who are nothing. Dante, what is... If one withstands yet their sins, the heart... What the hell? Glockhead? What in the bloody hell are you talking about? I ill like the sounds of that. There's something gone awry with their prosthetic head. Yet, if one seeks to bear the shawl of their original hearts. Ego? Is that what you're speaking of? And in a world perceiving through their own, the shall be unveiled to their egos, melting to white of sin. Huh? They're starting to talk a bit like my grandfather. Huh? Manager? Your head? Executive Manager, your head is on fire. Wait, it was on fire before, wasn't it? Ooh, what a blaze. I think we're about to explode. Only those who can define their own... Oi, we've got to do something before Glockhead bites it. Got any bright ideas, lass? I know not what to do. Only those who are awakened to their own... Discorching. I had thought the Manager Squire's flaming head was merely for style, for I had not once felt such heat from it. Faust, what if they accidentally activated this self-destruct sequence? This heat, if we don't douse it now, it's going to melt everything around them. Yes, the operating principles are the same. Dante is, via the golden boughs, connected to the root of the sapling planted in the subterranean area of the headquarters, which is to say that, who gives a shite about the balls? We've got to douse the flames on their head. Water? Does no one have water? We must make haste and douse the flames. Sometime later. Pray tell, art thou recovered? My eyes, if I had eyes, that is, opened slowly. I was lying on the ground, surrounded by the sinners. What happened? Do you not recall what had transpired? I guess I don't. I do remember walking up the stairs and suddenly feeling really dizzy. Executive Manager, we must visit a workshop to get that looked at as soon as we return. Huh? A workshop? Did I malfunction or something? Don't talk about them like you're talking about some machine. Ah. Either way, there isn't anything we can do about what just happened. Not here. We can discuss this later once we return. What just transpired does not seem to pose any hindrance to our mission. Engdu, where is... She has advanced without us. While I remain curious yet concerned about your condition, we must reconvene with her. The situation calls for urgency. Yeah, okay. That was a lot I didn't understand, but since we're in the middle of an operation, let's deal with this first. Interesting. Wait a minute. You're gonna tell me that Dante is actually the guy from Lobotomy Corporation all along? It would be funny if it were. If Dante actually is the guy from Lobotomy Corporation, because the guy, I think he died or he just disappeared. He turned on the light or he died or something like that. I don't remember now, but something happened and he just disappeared. He turned on the light, he disappeared. But the guy that did that, no, the guy that you play as in Lobotomy Corp is a clone or a copy of the guy. So it might be that, you know, Dante might be the guy. It would be really cool if it were. Why'd this have to break? Why now? There was a nervous looking man on top of the stairs, on the uppermost floor of the building. I could immediately tell that this man was unlike any other foe we've faced in this building. It better be quiet in there. I hope that thing at least stays put. He kept looking into his pocket watch, as though he was expecting something awful to come out of that door. His garb, which highly resembles the Kurokumo clan's standard outfits, suggests that he is a relevant individual in this case. It is possible to extrapolate from his outfit that he is of higher rank than any foe we have defeated on the course to this location. Then, before I even had the chance to suggest waiting for a bit to come up with a strategy, Engdu was already charging at the man. You must be a captain of the Kurokumo clan. What the? You wish to hunt the blade lineage? Very well. Here I stand before you. Face my blade! I suppose this means that my men are all dead, huh? I'd toss you into that office if I could, but the merchandise is still in there. Come on! Suppose I've got no choice but to fight. At least allow me to introduce myself. Then you can tell me who you are. Name's John, captain of the boys you killed. Engdu, also from the lineage of blades, a follower of mentor bamboo-hatted kin. The hallway before the door falls silent. It is as calm as a winter dawn. The two warriors, blades drawn, begin to take cautious steps. It's as though they are attempting to gauge the distance between each other. Huh? There was a sudden flash, then I came to my senses. The pair had suddenly switched sides, facing away from each other. The outcome of this clash... Come on, that's it? Huh? Miss Engdu? Appears to have been Engdu's defeat. She fell to her knees. I mean, I was just getting started. I'm surprised you even had any energy left for that attack. She's been fighting the Kurokumo clan henchmen on the front lines before we even had the chance to catch up. No wonder she's exhausted. I must also remind you that she was on the verge of death not so long ago. She was overexerted herself. She has overexerted herself. What are the rest? What are the rest of you gonna fight me to? This hardly seems fair. Me against all of you. This Yun, I'm gonna call him Jun. This Jun rested his blade on his shoulder with an annoyed scowl. I could tell from his single clash against Adun that he wasn't going to go down easily. Well, I don't like that we're all ganging up against this one guy, but you've got one loud-ass clock for a head. What even is that? Is this some local T-Corp clock-shaped prosthetic fashion or something? It is a clock, right? You there. Is that a clock head on time? Is that clock head on time? Mate, what do you think? That clock ain't for telling time. Huh? Then what you decapitated yourself for? What a useless clock. Okay then. Any of you got a timepiece, a clock, a watch? Anyone? My stupid watch broke again. The sinners wordlessly began to surround Jun. I guess not. Are any of you even wearing a watch? You must all be insane, sauntering about without a timepiece. Even if I did, I would hardly find it within myself to show it to thee. You're all really getting on my nerves. You know what? That's it. I'll be in deep shit if I let anyone in there anyway. So come and get me. I'll cut you down if it's the last thing I do. Subarashi. Sorry about that. Now let us converse for a moment. And do seem to have recovered somewhat as we fought. She bound Jun with a rope before throwing him to the ground. I do not expect a mere captain to know why your organization has put a bounty on our heads. But I cannot quite place the reason you were standing guard before this room. It was as though you were protecting our mentor from us, of all people. Wait, it wasn't just you, was it? Every Kurokumo clan filth we killed on our way up to this floor stood in our path, like they were protecting something with their lives. Fine, here's the truth then. We're the victims here. Whatever do you mean? You guys really have a way of pushing my buttons, huh? We weren't part of the party pursuing you or cutting you down. It was none of my business. You're just one of many, many syndicates or organizations that were unlucky enough to be on the Thumb's shit list. Our run-in was just a coincidence. We were ordered by the Thumb to stand guard next to a black steel here. That's all. Everyone was on edge because we were supposed to transport it somewhere pretty soon. And that's when you, Blade Lineage bastards, appeared out of nowhere. Out of nowhere? I see. So this is where our mentor has awakened. You... sounds like you know something that I don't. Can't say I've ever heard of a hack that could blip people into existence just like that. Thought they were using a singularity or something. Besides, the Blade lineage never had a chance. Our numerical advantage was insurmountable. Of course, we had our friends cornered. We had no trouble cutting them down until there were but 3 of you left standing. Then, all of a sudden, your boss's eye suddenly began to glow and he cut down everyone around him. It was a one-sided slaughter. What? Then you got that right. Blade lineage, Kurokomo clan, it didn't matter. He cut through everyone. So what the hell was I supposed to do? What were we supposed to do? I'm their captain. Their lives, the lives of my men are my responsibility. I had to save them somehow. So I stayed behind to guard the door while my men guarded the entrance to this building. What other choice did I have? Shit. Delivery deadline's coming up. I'm finished. This won't end with me having to cut off a finger or two. Damn it! Aiden struck the blade of Jun's neck with a swift precision and dropped him to the floor. Aiden, that man had already been subdued. Wherefore didst thou? I have merely put him to sleep. He would have caused us trouble had we attempted to enter that room while he was conscious. I must talk to the mentor, see him with my own eyes. Have you gone deaf, Loss? Your boss will cut you and will cut down anyone who gets too close. No, that cannot be. Dante, we can infer from what information we have gathered that... Yeah, I agree. There's a powerful aura coming from behind that door. I can sense it. Our mentor. Engdu's hand trembled as they wrap around the doorknob. We must prepare for battle. I know that my mentor Bamboo-Hatted Kim would do no such thing. She slammed the door open, only to come face to face with a distortion. Dot. Mentor, what is this? Dot. I recognize these wounds. These are your techniques. How could you put your blades to our fellows? Dot. Attempting to communicate seems futile. Pitch black flames lingered behind this man she called Bamboo-Hatted Kim, her mentor. Something had devoured him. There was something in his eyes. Fiendish malevolence. I could definitely sense it. This was a distortion. Cease your beastly howls and talk to me, please. Say something. Oi, don't get too close. The distortion unsheathed its blade in the blink of an eye. It sensed that something had entered its range. That stance. You're really going to kill me? Get out of the way! As Engdu stood there confused, Sinclair urgently hurled himself in her direction, and in that brief moment, the distortion's blade descended upon them as though it bisected the very space they inhabited. I surmise that Sinclair has entered the distortions range as well. We have no choice but to suppress it. We tensed up, sensing the changing atmosphere. We slowly raised our weapons. And a fight. I imagine that it's a distorted. Bamboo-hatted Kim killed and caught his breath. Something began to shimmer behind him. This is a dungeon, a mirror dungeon of the Fathoms. This is just like the Ding Long's bar in Friars, huh? It's Eunbong's, Gregor. Eunbong's. He has already entered the dungeon. Ah, so we've got to follow the block, eh? Yeah, we were ordered to secure the distortion as well, so... An immense, heavy sensation emanates from within that space. That monolith has to be somewhere in there too. Let us follow. While she was clearly dumbfounded by the turn of events, I could tell that she was determined to see these to the end. We had nothing more to add. Advancing. This place has taken the likeness of Ascorp. Not just anywhere in Ascorp. You call this place the Fathoms of Ego? It appears that Mentor Bamboo-hatted Kim's memories are affecting this place. Is there aught from this past that you are aware of? No, nothing in detail. I don't believe I have the right to divulge a depiction of his past based on hearsay either. Engdu continued in a more so tone. When he appeared so suddenly at this building, I don't suppose we had much trouble cutting down the Kurokomo clan henchman. I am certain he was flanked by competent men and women. It would not have mattered how many henchmen they threw against the mentor. Nothing short of a Kurokomo clan officer could have given him any trouble. In fact, I surmise that he would have been able to cut down 100 of their men on his own. But not all of those who accompanied Master Bamboo-hatted Kim were as powerful as he. His capabilities lie far beyond our own. His fellows must have fallen one by one before the endless onslaught of the Kurokomo clan henchmen. And I cannot help but imagine that the sight must have reminded him of a rather tragic event in his past. An unpleasant event that likely shook Mentor Bamboo-hatted Kim to the core. That alone fits numerous criteria that makes it ripe for a manifestation of a distortion. He was in a very receptive state to the monolith's influence as well. So that is how the mentor became beholden to this blade? Like a fiend. Yet, still, how could he? We remained wordless and advanced as Engdu despondently muttered to herself. It was all silent, save from the sound of our shoes lightly pressing onto the soft soil beneath our feet. So that thing behind him is... Indeed, that is the monolith. The artifact must have entered his fathoms of ego the moment it imbued bumble-hatted Kim with strength. This manor must be where the mentor's last protectee resided before we departed from Ascorp. Ah, such massacre. Mentor, was this carnage the memory that has haunted your dreams and your waking hours for so long? Yet, the deaths of our dear fellows. Tears begin to well in Aidung's eyes. Again, something murmurs in my head. Is this bamboo-hatted Kim's past? A somber voice drenched with woe echoes in my head.
For a fleeting moment, I once had this thing people call honor. Vile men whose hearts are consumed by evil oft approach virtuous officials to seek harm, and I considered it an honorable deed to be a protector of the virtuous, to heal those that sought harm against them. Yet, to be virtuous in a world of the vicious was to be prey to this merciless world. And before such overwhelming might of the vicious, the irrevocably corrupt officials, my strength was inconsequential. I had little choice but to leave Ascorp, cradling my broken spirit alongside my fellows. I have left my scarred honor behind in the land of my failure. We became vagabonds, lost, wandering, and weary, aimless drifters without a place to call their home. Even their faith in my decision to leave began to crumble piece by piece. So did my faith in myself. I began to fall apart. I have already failed once. What's there to say that I am not failing my dear fellows once again? The least I could do is to help them lead a stable life. Yet, that invitation I received only led them to their demise. In the end, I failed my mission. I failed my honor. I failed my dear fellows. Again, I am returned to the land of my failure.
The voice continued to murmur, but it had devolved into nothing but a low growl, a quiet and incoherent rumbling. I can't help but feel a bit of sympathy at his suffocatingly painful past. But that's exactly why we have to face him, free him from this distortion. Guys, we're putting an end to this, right here, right now. Yes, it appears that we have no choice. Engdus grow far too agitated to function properly in this battle. It's all up to us now. It is not an easy fight. It was a difficult fight. The dungeon, after a grueling battle, it was really grueling. And as we finally managed to drag bamboo-hatted Kim to his knees, like a mirage, the fathoms of ego began to fall apart. The monolith had already left the fathoms of ego and was back at the center of the office. Just as the office began to resemble the one we had walked into, the radio I carried began to buzz again. Hiya! Can you hear me? If you do, give me a tick-tock. Tick-tock. Very funny, Dante. Do you know we just barely survived a deadly encounter, right? Well, she asked me to. Perfect. We really don't have much time left. Since it looks like the monolith's briefly stabilized, let me teach you how to lock it down. Don't take too long, or that distortion's gonna turn into an abnormality. Follow my instruction to a T, and don't lag behind. It's all about precision and speed. She seems awfully cheerful for now, for how dire the situation is. I followed the radio's instructions and reached out to the monolith with my palms. Ooh, some light came out of it when I reached out with my fingers. The voice coming from the radio was pretty nonchalant about all this, but it almost sounded like she could see exactly what I was looking at. Right. Straight down from there. Yep, you're doing good. Now, move left. Take it slow now. I couldn't help but wonder if I was doing this right, but I still followed her direction and drew a tail of light in my hand over the monolith. Mentor! The shimmering black tendrils began to withdraw from bamboo-hatted Kim's body. Maybe the distortion is withdrawing too? Good work, detective. The levels are stabilizing. Ah, I can't seem to stop calling you detective, huh? Sorry, old habits die hard, you know. Detective? Detective? Huh? Sounds like she's reporting to someone else on the other side of this communication. Good work, Buzz Dudes. LCA will be there in a minute. So just sit tight. Huh? LCA? Not that rude after team lady from earlier. Well, anyways, thanks for the assist, everyone. LCD Distortion Task Force Ezra, over and out. The radio shut off before any of us had any chance to say anything again. And not 5 seconds later, my, they're really peeling it, huh? LCA, the Special Operations Unit. Orders. Commence and secure item retrieval. Right. The item is custody target T276 confirmed and secured. Well, looks like our job here is done. I didn't even have to say anything. Not that they could hear me anyway. Before the uniformed troops marched in and started attaching various tools to the monolith. Trouble T27601 unconfirmed, requesting location. What are you blathering about? Rewarding, was the distorted individual. I am aware of whom you seek. He sits next to the monolith. Huh? Where has he gone? The individual by the name Aidun dragged him behind that sofa. Approximate time of event 3 minutes ago. Didn't I ask you to tell us if you noticed something important going on in the background? I will make an immediate report should an identical event occur. That's when I noticed that the LCA agent were growing visibly uneasy. Alert! Abnormal reaction detected from an entity in T27601's proximity. And when that agent ran over and kicked over the sofa... Oh boy. Miss Aingdu. There was Engdu, her arms tightly wrapped around bamboo-hatted Kim, her hand holding a blade that dug deep into her mentor's flesh. I know not of your painful past. I cannot possibly know in detail what you have gone through. But, that cannot be just reason, an excuse for cutting down your very own fellows. Miss Engdu, that man was not himself. If the blade has consumed my mentor, turned him into a fiend, then I will end him myself. It has to be me. No, not at all. It's all excuses. That's all it is. If Mentor didn't bring some odd invitation to us, if he hadn't caused us to flee Ascorp, our home to begin with. Oh, yes, I hear you. Your voice is finally growing clearer. Mutation. Distortion of the subject entity confirmed. Suspicion. Phase 1 of the monolith reactivation process may have been engaged. We can't just let her be. She's going to distort. Marceau, knock Miss Engdu out. Marceau struck Engdu hard before the LCA agent even had the chance to do anything. Stabilized. Distortion nullified by the subject's loss of consciousness. Stab wound confirmed on subject T27601. Wound not critical. Would not pose challenge to retrieval and recovery. I have carried out the task as you have ordered. Thank you. Whoa, what just happened? Was that caused by the monolith's influence too? A plausible explanation. The monolith was properly sealed, but its lingering influence seems to have seeped into her. Oh, hey! The levels went bonkers over there just now. The radio began buzzing all on its own again. Requesting radio. I will receive LCD's message. Okay. Acknowledged. Please speak. Huh? Oh, you're LCA, aren't you? I'm Ezra from LCD. Nice to acknowledge. Commencing sitrep. Sitrep? Sitrep? Sitrep. You know what? You're not the only one who knows how to cut people off. I already got your sitrep, okay? I don't need it. There are 2 people there, right? Just bring them both over here. Negative. Extract order states that retrieval targets are to be... Come on, listen up some, huh? Concern. The monolith alone will be a difficult subject to contain. Aww, that's okay. Our very own our very own LCD team leader says she'll take care of it. Besides, the monolith? Detective and I have successfully retrieved that before. And considering that the 2 of them are both returnees from the library, considering that the 2 of them have both been pulled from the edge of distortion, it'll definitely help us with our records, don't you think? Understood. However, what the hell? Are we kidnapping them for some dodgy human experiment or something? Okay, so I know that there's been scary rumors of kidnappings in T-Corp, but what we're doing here is completely unrelated, alright? I'd appreciate it if you didn't compare us to the likes of those backstreet rumors. Sure, you guys can leave them there, but if we don't take them in, they'll distort and get killed. And who knows, the Kurokumo clan or even the Thumb could catch wind of this and pick them up instead. Well, I suppose you're right. Anyways, make sure to bring them in. Both of them, okay? Acknowledged. Retrieving now. The call dropped. The agent swarmed around the pair, bound them, and disappeared out the door. All of it was done in one fluid practice motion. I don't know when it happened, but they'd already retrieved the monolith when the LCA agent picked up LCD's call. Right, so mission accomplished, huh? I guess so. Warning, recommended action for the manager. Immediate extraction from the scene. Imminent arrival of the thumb, highly likely. So after the middle is the thumb. What I wouldn't give to see the look on their stuck-up faces. I think he's telling us to get out of here before the thumb catches us red-handed. Correction. Limbus Company was already on a crash course against the thumb the moment we commenced this mission. That makes sense. It'll only be a matter of time before they put pieces together and realize that we're involved. What happened? Are you sure that we can handle not only the middle, but also the thumb? Irrelevant. A foe is a friend, and a friend is a foe for Limbus Company. Delayed. Extracting scene first. With that cryptic message, the LCA agent quickly withdrew from the scene. He knows something, but won't tell us what it is. At least that's the impression I got from the way he spoke. I came to meet so many departments of the company in such quick succession. The LCA, the LCD, and the LCCA. An old question arose once again, something I'd forgotten as we kept ourselves busy with the missions we've carried out so far. I really don't know much about this company I'm working for. And there's this mysterious Herman and the equally puzzling Damien. Maybe, in the grand scheme of things, I really don't know anything. Maybe what I know amounts to nothing more than a pinch of knowledge available to the powers that be. I thought we were pretty deep in our journey, but I was starting to feel that in the future, if I were to look back on the records of this journey, we wouldn't even be 10 pages into the book. How about 12? Ha! I began walking back to the bus with the sinners, my head further mirrored in confusion. Hooey, we really ran into a lot of people in such a short time, huh? Well, I'm pretty happy that I got to know more about the workings of this company. Once we returned to the bus, the sinners each began chattering away about what had just happened. I wonder what's going to happen to Engdu or Bumble-Headed Kim. That does not appear to be information we are privy to. Though we all work under the same company, all that the LCD shared with us was the name of our contact, Ezra. Then, is Limbus Company truly kidnapping people from human experience? You don't just start experimenting on humans like that. It's not something that just happens. Remember what that LCD woman said? Rumors are just that. Rumors. Gregors furrowed his brows as though some unpleasant memories of the past began flooding in. He dug into his pockets for a cigarette. There's LCD, but LCA just seems really out of place. Even when compared to other departments, it's like they're from a completely different company. As we made our way back to the bus, I slowly began to organize my thoughts on everything that's happened. I did know that it wasn't the most productive thing for me to do. Faust, you're not gonna answer any of my questions, are you? I apologize. At the present moment, it is difficult for me to disclose any information that does not concern the LCD department. It's like impatience is a prerequisite for boarding this bus, manager or sinner. Virgilia sighed as he muttered. He must have seen me burying my clock head in my palms.
Your journey will inevitably lead to the answers to all of your questions, Dante. Just follow the path, and it shall all be revealed. You have no reason to rush. Besides,
Virgilius's gaze fixed for a brief moment slightly above my head. I wonder if he's looking at my flame.
it's nothing. Perhaps your impatience is rubbing off on me. I suppose I shall find out along the way as well.
Virgilius scoffed, muttered something incomprehensible to himself, then turned away from me. It was clear that he had no intention of continuing this exchange.
Let's go, Sharon.
Be waiting for vroom vroom time, driving to the famous heights of T-Corp. So, the bus took off once again, sometimes bustling, sometimes dead silent. Alright, I see. Alright, okay. Okay, alright. Oh, come on, game. Don't crash on me. There we go. Alright. Time for the MD. MD of the day. I'm gonna bring you. What are you? Where are you? Where are you? Let's do this real quickly. Do the dailies and then MD. You see, it took them 5 cantos to have him act like that. He should have acted like that midway through Canto 5 instead of just waiting for the end of it. It's just it's kind of bad. She got staggered. Poor Rodeo. Oh, poor Faust. Okay, let me understand something here because I still don't understand. Okay, okay. Gain insight. Da da da. Gain insight. Da da da. Okay. Yeah, but insight. The rank of the last skill discarded by this unit. Oh, now I understand. Okay. So if I do this, it will discard. That one is gonna be 3, right? Oh, it's the last one. No, no, yeah, he was right. I got it now. Okay. Do we have anything? No. Alright. Yes. I'll go with a poise one. Actually, no, I'll go with a poise one. Even though they are not poise units. I'll try that one. Maybe work, maybe doesn't. We'll see. Alright, let's put you in. Let's put you in. Let's bring you in. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's bring you in. Let's bring you in. Let's bring you in. That's about it. Next time I'm gonna try and make a full-on charge team just to try exclusively. I like this one. I got a lot of bleed in here. I don't like that. Let's go. It'll be fine. It won't change. No, 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 no. We're gonna go this way because they're gonna fail the task. We're just silly people. Let's go. Problem is that this one does not discard, which is sad. Oh, come on, the game crashed? What? No! Damn you, game. It crashed. It crashed on me. Come on now. Sorry about that, guys. The game just decided to go poo poo. It's coming back to us. Don't worry. Damn you, game. You had to abandon me like that. Win the battle. Alright. Dumbass. Let's try this one. My goodness gracious, 201 damage. Dude. Alright. Okay. You're making my fights trivial. When hitting an enemy with an envy. Okay. Oh, nice. Alright. it. It's so cool. They look fine. They'll be fine. Tactical reload. Ooh, nice. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. Actually, what are the chances? I have this one. Yes, because then, yeah, then we can pick one or either. I'll go with rags. Go this way. It's okay. Really? Oh my goodness gracious. God damn it, this chicken. Holy moly, game. Give me one. You're teasing me. Game teasing me. Here I have a legal gift, a boy's Egan gift. But I'm not gonna give you. Oh, come on, game. Nice crits. And that's one of the reasons why I pick boys, even though the team is not a boys team. The crits are just off the chart. You're just critting left and right. Rodian is just a chicken. Just kill it. crits. Thank you, Rodian. The crits. Yeah, you're fine, Rodian. Speed! There we go. It's pretty simple. It's not too fancy. And just because I need you guys to be on top shape. Let's just finish this. This is actually rather quick now with the two overpowered damage dealers. Oof. Oh. Really? Yeah, don't worry. I'll do this one. Ah, come on, Yisang. Yisang, don't betray me. She crit on her ego. Very good. Get rid of that. Very good. Get rid of that. Are you serious? There we go. It's not supposed to be hard. Come on. Come on, guys. It's not even the fish. Oh. There we go. Very good. Easy peasy. So I'm gonna do this. Just because the rest is going all in. Yeah. Isang, how many bullets? You have enough. Oop. Pew pew pew. Nice crit. Is it broken? Yeah. Well, you can't fight. She can fight. She cannot fight. It's up to you. Wait, no. Actually, I'm gonna use you. Really? How come you're struggling? How come you're struggling? There we go. It's more like it. Let's go. This is so cool. Slice and dice. Nice crits. 112 damage on the crit. That was rather quick. Making them crit is... Look at this. I've never done that much damage. This was my biggest damage. But this? Damn. He's different. He's absolutely different. Holy moly. It's not even in a good team. It's just whatever I have. Alright. Done and done. But there is one thing that I want to try. I want to check. Because the event, the Walpurgis event, gives us 4 boxes. I want to try something. I know I shouldn't, but oh no, not here. What the hell am I? No, I pressed the wrong button. It's here. Okay, I shouldn't spend the one thing, but especially because it's already clear. But I want to try something here, right? Team, clear. I want to try. Where is she? You. Where is he? You. Her. And you. And just for good measure, you. Okay? I want to try a charged team, or as much of a charged team as I can. Where is she? 1, 2, 3. No, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I want to try and see. Do I have any other charge? No. I'll bring this Gregor here. Come on. Wait, I can't? It's just 5? Oh, never mind. I want to try a quasi charge team to see if it's gonna what's gonna happen with her in a charge team, considering that they will have the charge the passives. Okay, turn 1, 5 charge. Okay, gain 1 charge count after attack. It's her own. This is her own. If at 5 plus, gain haste. It's gonna be his own, which is sad. Gain 1 every time this unit consumes, blah blah blah. We'll see. 4 bind. Gain 3 charge. And yeah, this one. Okay. Oof. 4 hole loop. Ouch. Poor Heath. Okay. Spent 5 charges, but she didn't gain anything. So she's not really doing anything for the charge. And this is something that it bothers me. Okay, let's retreat, give up. Let me try a different approach. Let me see if their other passive does something for the charge team. Come on up. Come on up. Alright, let's see. Take you away, take you away. Okay, let me check this out. One ally with the highest charge deals more damage with rupture. Okay. One ally with the lowest max HP gains 1 charge count. Does she have 174? And if I am to bring him 169, oh come on. If I am to bring him, he's gonna eat it all up. How about you? An ally with the lowest speed gain haste, then next turn if at 5 plus charge count at the start of the combat phase. So she's gonna gain the speed. Okay, she gains speed. Number 1 deployed ally max charge count plus 5? Wait, what? Am I reading it right? Am I reading it correctly? Number 1 deployed ally, max charge count plus 5. Will she get 25? What? Huh. I need 7. So I need to stall as much as I can to get 7. That's... I don't know, man. That isn't really a lot to work with. That isn't a lot to work with, which is bad. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, don't puke on me. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna die. I needed to bring someone else just to protect him. It's okay. Alright, that one is dead. Okay, that's fine. Alright, then I'm gonna catch this. So not activated. You need 7. That's way too much, people. That's way too much. Come on. Okay. That's okay. We have 3 waves. Again. It's okay. Six. I need 1 more. These 2. Reload, please. Can you reload? Esang. God damn it, Esang. It's okay. Alright. It's fine. else. Come on. 8. Okay. 8. I have 8, so it activates his passive. Where is he? If deployed, I'll like. Oh, come on. You spent max charge count plus 5. No, you kill that guy over there. Okay, let's do this. I think that one will kill that guy. This one will certainly kill this one. He didn't. Good. Well, this one will kill this guy. Oops. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna do all in with this guy. Yisang, you can kill this guy here if you be so kind. Come on, don't die off so quickly. I wanted to try. There's no more. Oh well. It's okay. If it works like that, it would be... Yeah, but she has a maximum that she can absorb. It doesn't matter. So no charge is good enough. Okay. Game. You froze again. Do we have any ego? Oh, come on. Does this one consume? Spend 20 charge. Gain. No. Wait. What about its passive? The target is defeated. No. Is there? Let's dispense. Come on. Ego. Let me see. Spend charge to deal more damage. At the start of the turn, this unit gain 4 charge. How about you? Gain 7 charge count. Who the hell are you? Faust. Okay, so she gained, and so she gained 10 charge. She herself. What about the passive? Oh, this unit has charge. Skill spend -2 charge count. Good. It's good and all. What about you? He gains 10 charge. Ooh! Give charge count to all allies by envy resonance. I see. This is the only one? Are you for real? Gain, inflict, when hitting an enemy's unit, this unit. Who else? Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? red eyes. Excuse me, what? Excuse me, what? Who are you? You look like Ryoshu, but... Wait a second, what? Huh? I didn't know that. She has 2 red eyes. Well, I didn't know that. Okay. Okay. In any case... Well, this is not charge. This is interesting. Inflict 3 binds. Wait, this is death. The other one is also death, right? I think it is. Okay, this is not charge. This is whatever this is. Okay. This is not charged. This is tremor. This is not charge. This is not charge. Okay. What about you? At less than 10 charge, consume 10% HP. Consume up to 40 charge. Max charge count plus 5. Skill that consume charge can count deal. Okay. So we do not have. Oh, blind obsession. She gained 2 charge count. So we need a blind obsession for that. Because she doesn't help anyone. She just herself charge. And that's about it. How about you? Gain 10 charge. On heat, on head, spend 2 charge. How about you, Heathcliff? Gain 1 charge for every 10% of missing health. When hit, spend 1 charge to heal. And that's literally it. How about you? Oh my goodness gracious. Are you serious, people? Okay. Game. Game, why do you do this? Why do you do this? We have the characters that feed themselves charge, but they don't feed other people charge. Except one. Except this guy here. He's the only one that feeds charge to everyone. But it's by envy resonance. So we can have, well, Ryoshu will have 1. Who else? Who else? She has 1. Does he have? No. He doesn't have 1. He has 1. So we would have 1, 2, 3, 4 resonance. So it's gonna be 4 charge count. Charge count to everyone. This is literally the only one. It's literally the only one. Oh, it's actually I thought it was I thought it was the fanboy Sinclair. No, it's actually Dawn. Okay. So Dawn Telepole is the only one. Okay. Alright. Let me check something here. No, it would be here. Okay, so I can have both red eyes here. Okay. I'll work on that later. Interesting. So okay, I see. There is no way. Okay, so there's just no real way of there's no real way of doing it. I see. That's difficult. Because if we don't have oop, I was using the wrong thing. Okay. She's gonna have to to feed herself all the time, constantly. She will always have to feed herself. Let me double check something before I am out of here. Where is myself? Is it here? Company? No, not you. Yeah, not you. Oops, no. Change, Isang. Bang bang Isang. Is Ryoshu with all her yes, with all of her stuff. Am I forgetting anyone? No, you. Made Mile. Both outies. Gregor. And the two overpowered ones. Alright. Oops. Manager. Alright. That'll be it. I will begin the Kanto 6 on my own. Finally, now that I've finished the You'd My Flesh story. I'm gonna read the risk and level classifications later. But this will be the one. I'm gonna read it on my own. Because, as some people have noticed, I like to read it myself. Read it out loud. And it's actually quite lengthy. So, I'll give it a go as I go. Thank you guys for stopping by. And I'll see you guys on the next